Let's explore the world together, 1 inch at a time. Careful not to catch a cold. Just hang in there. We'll be inside shortly. I'm fine. But considering the size of this villa, it'll take about 30 minutes for the heated floor to warm up. Do you need a thicker blanket? I can go look for one in the bedroom. Of course. But rather than warm you up, my true motive would be to get closer to you. The heated floor is warmed up, but it seems this young lady needs more than just warmth. Wanna go to the bedroom? We can prolong this feeling under the soft duvet. All right. It's a social psychology project. The latest research has gained a lot of attention in academic circles, so investors are funding this large-scale experiment. Right. The corresponding nerves in those lovers' brains activate at the same time, just like dancers dancing together. This experiment sample consists of 200 couples, and the organizers will track and record them. After getting a baseline of their brainwaves, the research organization will verify changes in brainwave patterns when the couples experience emotions. It is indeed similar, although this experiment will add a few extra measurement parameters for easy cross-referencing with official scales. That's also what I'll be in charge of monitoring. It will take some precision, but it's fairly easy and won't impact our time together. It's too bad this cup of coffee is a bit hot, and I won't be able to drink it quickly. I know it's still early, but it was a long drive on the road today. I think we can allow ourselves a little break to recharge our batteries. Same here. There's nothing in the storage room that can be used as a bed, and none of the sofas are the pull-out kind. Well, there's no point in speculating. Might as well just call them and ask. It's Lucian. Right. We've run into a bit of a problem at the moment. I was just informed that we are listed among the participants, and that an empty bedroom is a part of the experiment. The organizer said we can go to a furniture store and pick out the furniture we want, and they will cover the expense. The emotion you're having right now has perfectly demonstrated the effectiveness of their experiment variable, has it not? However, the choice to participate in the experiment is up to us. If you don't want to take part, there's no need to hesitate. Just come out and tell me. The leather on this sofa is nice and soft, and the crescent moon design is quite unique. Want to lie on it with me? Because you came across a design that interests you. You really seem to like this vase. So are we going to buy it? Hmm? What makes you say that all of a sudden? Of course, it's something I find interesting as well. I quite enjoy your emotions. I actually believe that every stripe of human emotion is a necessary one. The different emotions that come through you, like rays of light refracted through a crystal, brilliant and diverse, they fill me with deep curiosity and make me want to explore how these ever changing rays morph and intersect. For example, right now, looks like you've really built up some momentum, young lady. Then, in return, I will endeavor to experience the emotional feedback I receive from you with heightened sensitivity. Our furniture is all packed up and loaded, and our bedroom makeover awaits us. Let's go back to our home. You don't want to sleep some more? The power went out early this morning. The heater's been off for a few hours now. I like you right now with this grin on your lips. Unfortunately, I'm just like you now, an unknowing participant, little Miss Experiment subject. All right. Hmm? What is it, miss? Let's enjoy the morning. Do you want to eat breakfast now? Not yet. It would appear studying my reactions is what you're doing to make yourself happy this morning. Why don't we take it a little further to make you even happier? I love everything you do to me. I was thinking your hand movements were just like prodding at a flower, caressing the stem, unfurling the bud and petals. Your fingers are a little cold. The places covered by the blankets are nice and warm, but the exposed parts are a bit cold from the draft seeping into the window. Are there any other answers you want to coax out of me, young lady? You were thinking too long, so now it's my turn to be the selfish interrogator, right? I think your interrogation just now wasn't at all thorough. I can fill in the gaps. From here to here. If you give me an emotional scale to rate you on, I would give you a very high score, little miss. It sounds like you have some criticisms for this experiment. From the sound of it, the organizers do indeed have to make some improvements to this experiment model. Actually, I have the original model design for this experiment, but it's not really that interesting on its own. Perhaps, in order to increase the sense of interactivity and fun, the organizers followed theoretical principles and optimized the model upon implementation. I like these shocks. They're worth remembering. Is this a test for me as an experiment subject or a vacation village challenge? It appears I have no choice but to accept the challenge. This is hydroponic loose leaf lettuce. The heads are dense with leaves, and it's the freshest food item I've seen thus far. That was soil grown. In this season, the hydroponic water celery is much more hydrated than the soil grown kind, so it's more flavorful. I'm merely extrapolating from my experience growing herbs and attempting to apply it to vegetables. Sir, what type of meat is most suitable for making boiled dumplings? Hang on. Don't cut it just yet. This is the shoulder, you said? Above the pig's leg is the scapula. When being broken down, for convenience's sake, part of the scapula meat is cut off along with it before being separated. There doesn't appear to be any sign of scapular meat here, and the only thing that connects with that piece of shoulder in your hand are these cuts of meat placed in the corner. There is less muscular fascia in the front leg than the hind. I think, sir, that you were probably just too busy and accidentally picked up the pork butt. During clinical trials in neuroscience, we often have to deal with animal anatomy. Would you like to hear a related story? The biggest difference is probably going from an observer to the decision maker. I need to think for myself about the vegetable's freshness and its texture after it's cooked, whether you like it a little more tender or a little more crisp. It perplexes me a little. I wouldn't say harder, just that it might require a little more courage. I need to personally search and plan, and enter into some bright, warm, and sometimes seemingly dangerous corners. Yes, I also realize that you very much like seeing me in distress while buying groceries today, young lady. And have you perhaps realized this reaction is the opposite of the conclusion regarding emotions we came to a few days ago? Then it seems some of these negative emotions aren't all that scary, are they? Those day to day fluctuations of emotion are just a small part of our overall happiness. The so-called barbecue mode is that the lid is designed to be a griddle. I'm afraid that falls short of the heating efficacy associated with the true meaning of barbecue. In addition, this cooker's warranty period is fairly short, and there are only customer service centers in a few municipalities around the country. Although, my girlfriend seems to use the same model, so could you box this up for me? All I need is the cooker, thanks. No need for a shopping cart. I can pick out my own spatula, thanks. But grab that anti-scald stew pot for me. And also, push that shopping cart over here if you don't mind. Aside from kitchenware, I'll also need to buy 2 sets of aprons and gloves, and also kitchen cleaning supplies. There's a lot to get. This'll be all. Thank you. Is this the mindset that causes people to fall into the pit of consumerism? I bought some fireworks and firecrackers. As test subjects, naturally we have to try a few sufficiently thrilling experiences. Then allow me. both in auditory and olfactory terms, the stimulation I've received is far greater than I had anticipated. That sounds like you're stereotyping old Professor Lucian. Fortunately, tonight is a good opportunity for out with the old and in with the new. I can think of lots of responses and lots of adjectives. Joyful, warm, happy. Each word seems to be how I feel, but they all seem a little one dimensional. Whether in a warm room, or under the bright lights of the kitchen with you, or lighting firecrackers and making a ruckus. While doing all these things, I felt this sort of vague feeling. These are all things that I've never specifically thought about, but they're all things I've wanted to do. And with each passing year, you help me bring them to fruition, these wishes that not even I quite knew I had. So, if you were to ask me if there's anything still left undone, then it would be that I want my little miss to feel my happiness. I want to depict it for you more clearly, not through skillfully laid out rhetoric. Perhaps I don't have to speak at all. Was this kiss sufficient explanation? Then tonight, I'll explain the whole of myself to you, all right? Sorry, did that hurt? These little ornaments kind of get in the way. Now is it clear? Do you understand this feeling? The night is still young.